Well, good afternoon and welcome in everybody to the Creator Cabin. I am Jeremy, your host. Before we dive in today, I want you to just imagine something. Imagine waking up one morning, grabbing your coffee, sitting down at your desk, and opening your YouTube dashboard only to find out that everything you've built, every video, every comment, every subscriber is gone. Not because of a glitch, not because of a mistake, but because someone somewhere decided to take it from you. That's exactly what happened to today's guest. For years, Keith, known to thousands as Cruising with Keith, poured his heart into creating cruise content, travel vlogs, and everyday adventures that brought joy to people around the world. Then one email, one click, one hacker changed everything. His channel was stolen, wiped clean, and deleted it just like that. But here's the part that makes this story worth telling. Keith didn't quit. He did not disappear. He didn't let the hackers write the ending. Instead, he rebuilt, he rebranded, and came back stronger as the Everyday Adventures with Keith, a name that reflects not just his content, but his resilience. Today, we're not just talking about a hack, we're talking about a comeback, a creator who refused to let someone else silence his voice, a reminder that even when the world knocks you down, you can stand back up and build something even better. So settle in, grab a drink, and get ready because Keith's story is one that every creator needs to hear, and his lessons might just save your channel someday. Keith, welcome to the show,
Well,
man.
I mean, actually, put this a little bit higher. Yeah, so hopefully everybody's okay. Hopefully nobody has to go through what I went through, and whew, it was crazy,
Hmm.
and very stressful.
So, for the audience that has never seen you before, let's take it back to before the hack. I want to let them know who Cruising with Keith is. Who is Mr. Keith?
So who am I? So I think it's. I'm trying. I started in 2023, if I'm correct, right? So it was the year that the Venezia first had its inaugural sale, right? So I started in that February, and my eyes was you know I've always loved cruising. After I went on the first one with my wife, a lot of people don't realize, sometimes your first cruise might be your worst cruise. Now this is before I met my wife, which to me more than likely that's going to be anybody's probably worst cruise because we were in the middle of a hurricane, and it was like you literally thought the ship was going to sink that night. It's like getting tossed around like a ping pong and everything. But fortunately, I decided to come back on. I said, let me give a cruise one more shot because unfortunately, yeah, it was a hurricane. That doesn't happen all the time. Things do happen. Then me and my wife went, and then I forgot. I'm not sure which one. It was either the Carnival Splendor or the Carnival Pride, right? Because the next two cruises, it was either one, whichever one we took, right? So we took that to Canada, and I enjoyed it. I honestly had a great time on that ship, and that's my first time on the Carnival cruise. So I didn't understand at that point what it is has to do with like the cruise directors, the whole thing. I just went on. I'll be honest. I went on there. I like to play in the casino. It was a 4-day cruise. I was probably in the casino 50% of the time. I know I'm not a pool person. I like on cruises. I just don't like to go on there because I'm on this. I feel like there's too many people in there, and they're not going out to go to the bathroom. That's just my honest opinion.
Mm.
If I go in the pool, I'll go in there from like early in the morning for like an hour or two, and that's it. Then because in my eyes, there's so many other things you could do on the cruise besides just stay in the pool all day long.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to enjoy all the other activities, right? Except minus the casino, which I love, but you could take that out of the boat. There's so many other activities you could do on a cruise besides that. And the good thing about me making the channel is I made so many you could say friends or acquaintances, network with so many different people that I've met in person, or like right now I've never met you in person, but I've spoken to, I've done multiple lives with you handful of times, so and all that stuff. And and I remember I was on the Venezia. I met the ship life there. That was my first time I've ever meet someone who's like a big creator. And he, what's funny is he was watching his videos is one of the reasons why I started my channel, because in my eyes, I was like, if this guy could do it, get so many followers, do really successful so quickly, why can't I do it?
Mhm.
You know, so he actually motivated me in order to do it, because I used to just always watch Lali Locola. I used to watch, you know, all the other ones until you know, then I met him, and you know, I spoke to him and all that, and I met him, and you know, the funny part is I'm wearing the mask that day because it was the Venetian night, whatever, so they have the people mask. And I told my wife, I see him, I want to say hello to him, maybe whatever. And my wife's screaming at me, he's right in front of me. I'm like, where? 6'4". I think he's like 5'6" or something, maybe even shorter. And I'm like, where? He's literally like right down here. I'm like, I didn't see him. But my main thing was just to do cruising. I enjoy cruising. I love going on cruises, and I'm very knowledgeable in telling people about the cruises. And I really do enjoy doing like the cruise news stuff. You know, I really enjoy, like, I'm not lying. There'll be times I'm at work and I see a news story come out. It kills me. I'm at work sometimes because I want to be home just putting the story out already.
Mhm.
You know. But so
That's a big thing that I grew to enjoy about your channel personally, is before I could report it in the morning, you already had it covered. So I'm like, okay, half the world knows over here. Let me let the other half know over here. And
yeah.
so, the cruise news does need to be shared, you know, because there's been a lot of crazy ones here recently.
No, and you know it's crazy. So sometimes I know the story comes out, so I know I'm unable to put it out. So when I started doing new things in my channel, where when I'm walking home from work to Grand Central Station, you see me in my construction uniform. I just do, whether it's a news story or it's a cruise question of the day. I started doing that just to get maybe different people to watch it, different followers, and all that stuff, right? So I try to do all that, but I mean, to me, like, you know, the thing you gotta look at, it's like when you put yourself out there, you're gonna get some negative comments. I'm being honest with you. You're gonna get some hateful and negative comments. You're gonna get some that if you're a sensitive person, you should never be doing stuff like this, right? If you don't have strong skin, in order to do this, you need to have strong skin, because people are gonna say some nasty things about it. I've had people call me saying, "Oh, I'm fat," or they're like, "Is this guy drunk all the time?" Because the way he talks, I'm a fast talker. So sometimes you might think and first of all, I don't drink. I quit drinking, I think, like 2 years ago.
Nice.
So, well, that was because that wasn't my own choice. And wasn't because I had a drinking problem. It's because of my health reasons, you know. So I had to quit because of that. So I stopped drinking. I mean, every once in a blue, I'll have a glass of champagne or wine, but that's different, you know, to me. But recently I put a video on TikTok, and the person goes, "This is none of your business." I'm like, it's a news story. I mean, it's not like I was there. I got the news story off of big social media outlets.
Sure. Yep. So I know that the audience is waiting to get into it. But first, let's find out who the audience is. First of all, this is going out to multiple platforms. Thank you for hooking in your channel as well. And speaking of his channel, it is the Everyday Adventures with Keith. Right now, at the start of the show, he is sitting at 24 subscribers. I believe we can do better than this. So yeah. I'm going to do a live refresh right now, and I'm going to be dropping the link several times throughout the show, and Danny and all of the mods in the house can do the exact same thing, because that's what our goal is, to get him up high today, like real high, because Cruising with Keith, I'm probably going to refer to you as Cruising with Keith.
No.
A lot, but
no. So on all my other platforms, I'm still Cruising with Keith, just
correct.
Not YouTube. Which I was telling him before, which I may change instead of me having the Everyday Adventures of Keith, I might put the Everyday Adventures. With Keith, the Everyday Adventures with Cruising with Keith, because it's the same, brand. So I may change that part, which I'm more than likely thinking about doing that. And that was all. And also, like, on those, and so the thing is with this is actually, it also hurts me a little bit, because I started doing the expos and all these expos. So because of Cruising with Keith was 18,000 subscribers, I was getting into all this stuff for free.
Yep.
They look at your subscribers, okay, they let you in for free. Now I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get into all these like expo stuff for free because of what happened. Because now they're gonna be like, well, they're gonna see you don't have a lot of subscribers, or like I do have a decent amount of followers on TikTok. You know, I have like, well, I'm almost at 7,000 over there on TikTok. But like the other platforms, I think Facebook is like almost Facebook 1,600. Instagram is just under 1,200. So I'm just getting there, and then I'm always thinking of ways of trying to make more videos, try to grow it and stuff like that. Which I actually just posted today, where I was telling you I do like the cruise question of the day as a short. So I was thinking about doing one segment a week, a cruise question. Whatever the cruise question of the day is, or I'll call it the cruise question of the week, and I'll do like a 2-3 minute video, and it'll be just a long form video on YouTube. You know?
Yeah. What I'm doing here in the background and while we're talking is
that's obviously that's not my real hat. So if a lot of people don't realize, but this is the best thing about like ChatGPT is you could create your thumbnails so quick, so easy, and all that. All you gotta do is get a photo of yourself, and you could literally create like thumbnails so much better than you would do it yourself.
Right. What I'm doing is running your playlist during the show. That way you get some watch hours. And I want everybody else to do the same thing. Go over to the channel and run this RV Tours playlist. Right now, this is his longest playlist with 22 videos in it. This just happened really recently. So he's having to re-upload all of the content. And I know that takes a long time. So
yeah. So all those, so if you go into the playlist, you'll see 22 videos because they're up there. But I haven't made it public but they're most of them are unlisted on that playlist. So whenever you upload videos and you put it all into a playlist, but you haven't made it public, as long as it's unlisted, people will still be able to watch it.
Oh, nice. But yeah, I'm running the playlist. Everybody else do the same thing, because while we're doing a mad dash for subs, what we need to do is get him some watch hours as well. That is for sure. Yeah. I'm glad you're able to go live. Last week we were discussing your inability to go live because of the advanced features not being able yet.
I'm good now. I'm good now this time because what happened was I totally forgot about it. Was I set the thing up because I was working so much. I was exhausted from working all that, working a lot. So I set the whole thing up. The day of the once I got home from work, the day of the live, where if I would have set it up the day before, I would have been able to go live. So they want you to wait 24 hours.
Yep. And yeah, that's crazy. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the show today. Once again, this is the Creator Cabin. We are interviewing the Everyday Adventures with Keith. His YouTube channel was completely hijacked, and let's read who has made it into the show. First up in the chat was Cruising is Fun Anytime. Hey babe, hello, how is it going?
I wonder who that is.
I know, right? Let me see if we can get our faces to move around to where you're not hidden by the chat here. I think, yeah, we can do this. And then I can run over here and run it to full screen. Let's see how this looks. Okay, this looks better. Botrix is in the house. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome back. Welcome in. And it's time to zap some trolls, because trolls is Danny Dizzle, the Super Ninja Mods #1 target. If you are a troll, watch out. We have an active Danny in the chat. Be sure to behave while you're here. Otherwise, you will get zapped. Kathy and Bryant has made it in. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Been driving and listening this afternoon. Hello. Gen X Effect is in the house. Hooty hoo, good afternoon. Welcome in. Gerald's in the house. More to see, M&J. Hello, welcome in. The Everyday Adventures with Keith has made it in. Welcome in. The Bud Files, good afternoon. And Gen X says, you look like a tugboat captain, just missing the cigar and a bunch of cussing. There might have been some choice words on the day that you found out about the incident. We're going to find out about that here in just a minute because I'm loaded with questions. You already know.
And feel free to ask.
Oh, man. Lulu Cruises is in. Good afternoon. Welcome in. And Kathy and Brian, yeah, no, that first cruise must have been scary because
So,
my
so
first
that was
smooth.
yeah. So if you do you remember when Hurricane Irene hit New York out and it went through Bermuda and it like killed Bermuda. I was in Bermuda on the NCL Gem. We had to leave a day early, but like it was so bad that you could not even walk down the flight of stairs. You actually took an elevated flight down the flight of stairs because you worried that you were going to get thrown down the whole flight of stairs. That's how, like, literally, I'm walking down the hallway. I was like, ping, ping. You were like a pinball machine, you know? Boom,
Mhm.
boom. And since we're talking about this RV, I am going to be going to the biggest RV expo in North America in September.
Hey Keith, on your Nightbot, do you have excess caps enabled?
I haven't set up the Nightbot with this channel yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure what channel is fussing at her. Oh, it might be mine. Hold on.
Yeah, yeah. That's the one thing I haven't set up yet, so I have to actually set that up. So.
Yeah. And if you want to, we can go through that just to get you going.
I mean, it's been a while.
It's not me over here. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Hurricane Irene, and it was crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So that was the first hurricane that hit New York, and it was like, oh, it was like, whew. It was to the point where like I literally sat down to eat dinner, and I took one bite, and I could not eat. I'll be honest, it's the only time I've ever basically got seasick on a cruise. I've never got seasick ever,
Mhm.
except for that one time, because I don't get seasick on cruises. I get seasick. Put me on a fishing boat and put the anchor down. That's when I get seasick.
Mhm.
You know, because a lot of people don't realize when you're on the ocean, you're not really getting seasick until the anchor goes down. Once the anchor goes down and the boat is steady, that's when people really get seasick.
Mm.
And especially people who are out there drinking. If you're a type person that goes on cruising, you're gonna drink like you're gonna guzzle like crazy, drink to oblivion. You're not gonna get seasick. You're gonna get hungover, but you won't get seasick.
Right.
Yeah.
Seasick. I mean, hungover and drunk is one thing. Hungover and drunk, you know what to do. Okay, you
Yeah.
know the steps to take. Seasick has me sitting in the middle of the floor of the ship trying to anchor myself
Yeah.
because standing, sitting, laying, anything other than just sitting on the floor without my medicine. That's the way that I deal with it because I just have to be still after a certain time. That's the only thing that works. But the medicine definitely does work. Like within 15 minutes, it's good. Let's see. Kathy and Brian says networking is key. Keith, we are travel cake trips. We always watch your
Oh,
cruise news.
yeah, yeah. I know.
It's up to your new channel. Very good.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Cruise ship drone is in the house. Mike is in.
So,
Hello. And thank you everybody for coming in on cruising with. I mean, on the everyday adventures with Keith's side. Please go over there and show him some love. He needs some watch hours. I already know he needs some watch hours.
oh yeah, it's
Yep.
definitely a tough. I don't know what's tougher is when that happened. It's you get so stressed out, you're helpless because I mean once we get into it, I'll tell you why you feel so helpless. But there's a handful of reasons why you're so helpless. Where like there's
I think we lost Keith.
you hear
You're
me?
back. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Where there's so many things that you feel helpless in the whole situation because the main thing is there is no customer service phone number, there's no customer service email. Honestly, there should be like they should have some sort of law where a company has to have some sort of customer service,
Yep.
whether it's phone number or email.
Creator support is pretty limited, y'all. It really is. I mean, on something like this, I could only imagine, but just getting them to get over a copyright claim is pulling teeth. Imagine what that is like. Moonlight Adventures is in, and they dropped 10 jewels. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the jewels. And More to See says, isn't it a shame that you have to accept you're going to get nasty comments? It makes no sense. Do better, people. Being kind is free. Do better, people. That's
But
great. Thank you.
but in the way I like the nasty comments because okay, so I'll give you an example because this happened to me before. Someone meant put a comment down. I don't mean seeing that I was trying to fabricate stuff. I was just trying to push it for good, right? Push it out there, right? Fabricate, making up a story, just trying to get views, right? Then all of a sudden, what? And I said, this is what's happening all over here. This was when I was on the MSC cruise ship, right? Okay, that's what I said that there was something wrong with the MSC cruise ship. That's the reason why we showed up late to Port Canaveral. I said there's something wrong with it, that they need to get it fixed. And someone said, oh, I was lying, blah, blah, blah. Because MSC was giving basically a BS story, right? And the person came, someone left a nasty comment, then someone else commented on it, and then a week later, or 2 weeks later, MC came out with the truth, which was exactly what I said. And then next thing you know, they're both arguing each other. But what does that do? That gives you your algorithm to boost up a little bit, because when you have a nasty comment, people arguing, it actually helps you in a way, which in a way it does, but you also have to be mindful. You don't mind them arguing, you just don't want them arguing. Next minute, no, it turns into them being all racist or saying stuff like that.
Right.
So,
yep. And we got a superstar in the chat. I was saving this for a long time, but you can welcome this viewer in right here.
Yeah. That's the lovely wife. Her birthday was last Sunday, her birthday.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Yeah. So,
you get confetti. That's for you. Triple with RB is in. Subscribe to Keith. Very good. Very good.
Thank you, everybody.
Link drops going. Let's get the link drops going, because we are 24 minutes into the show, and upon a fresh refresh of Keith's brand new channel, he is at 26 subscribers. So let's keep it going.
Thank you.
Drop them.
Thank you, everybody, for subscribing and all of that. I mean, it's just been a tough road, because the worst part about it is, so they hacked my email and they changed all my recovery options for the email. So I could not even get the phone number, the backup email, the whole thing was changed. And the thing is, I had no clue that was going on at the time, because usually, I don't know why Google did not say, oh, this happened, blah, 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 phone call, this and that, usually nothing. Usually, I've had it before where someone tried to do it. I get a phone call from Google. Nothing at that time.
Yep. Chaz and Josh has made it in, sending 30 jewels. Thank you. I love the jewels. Oh, okay. They're in the pool watching. Well, thank you. We coming live to the pool. I love it. Anfield Road Layout in the Loft is in. Yep. Gerald is a brand new sub, number 25. That'll work. And yeah, keep dropping the link, guys. That is a real good idea. That way we can get this thing going. And yeah, Gerald, right here, Nightbot fussed at you. I'm not sure why he did this, because it's not turned on our side. Lulu Cruises has made it in. Hello. Happy Sunday to everybody. Welcome in. Mooney Channel. Hello. Good afternoon and welcome in to the YouTube discussion.
Yep, that's Jason Muncie. I actually went on the cruise with him. So he was like one of my followers that I met, that we went on a cruise together, and we had a great time on that. That was on the Mardi Gras, where Jackie Tang was the cruise. To me, Jackie Tang is one of the best cruise directors out there.
We had Jackie Tang on the Mardi Gras also.
Yeah, he's he's really, and I met him back in 2019 on the NCL Escape.
Mm-hmm.
Look how small that tub is in that video. So
Yeah.
look how small.
I'm trying not to be distracted here with
No,
the words, but
I'm
these
looking.
are some nice
No,
some
no,
nice
no.
RVs.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of these RVs I saw,
Yep.
I'm like, because I also did the boats. I haven't put up my boat videos yet, right? But because I have so many videos, I don't want to slam the whole channel with all the videos, right?
Mhm.
So, um, I went on some of these. Look at, I took off my sneaker to show you guys like a
Mhm.
size, right? I
Yeah.
think the next time I might bring a measuring tape with me on some of these like this. Look at the size of this, you know. So
Uh-huh.
people, I mean, honestly, I know, first of all, that'd be tough for me to take a shower in that. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine some of these people thinking that they could do something special in that. I mean, forget about it, you know? No space for anything.
Yeah. I mean, but this is just these things have come a very, very long
No,
way. I will.
but don't get me wrong. Some of these RVs or campus, whatever you call them, some of them were really, really tiny, but
Mhm.
some of them were so big. Like, honestly, when I did these boats, I did some of these big yachts about like this, and these things, the yachts or the big boats, they were like $2 million, where the RVs were like 300,000 and change. And to
Mhm.
me, you have more places to drive with the RV, you know, where those big boats, it's only in the water. You don't live in the water 24/7. You live on land basically 24/7.
Mhm.
So you get more for your money with an RV to me than a boat.
Yep. Ryan Parker Studios is here. He says, "Damn, Keith, I feel so bad for you. I agree that YouTube needs a better resolution team. They seem to just ignore anything that you send."
Yeah.
Yep.
They're, not for nothing. They're a dictatorship. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think they know it too. Let's see. Yeah. Still can't believe that happened to you and Keith. Yeah. Yeah. Cruise ship drone happened to also.
Yeah. Them
So
too.
yeah, I know Mike feels everything that you're saying right now.
Oh,
Okay, so I have notes. So let's get
yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
There is some questions that I have, but I have to scroll up to them because I made my text like really huge um, over here on my main screen, and it goes a little something like this. Start at the beginning. When did you first realize something was wrong with your YouTube channel?
So I don't remember the exact date. I'm trying to. I had to be what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago. It was something in that range. It was on a Friday night, right? So
Mhm.
I was like, all right. So it's Friday night. I saw this email in my thing like the day before, but I was just so busy. I was like, and I looked at it, and the email said I'm going to get a collaboration. And collaborations, they give you a schedule of what they want you to do, the whole thing. So it looked legit. I went onto the website. The website looks, honestly, it looked totally, totally legit. I was like, all right. So then supposedly the website. So I'm signing and I'm going, but they said they want you to sign up for the website. Okay, fine. I'm going to sign up for the website. And how many times have you gone onto like certain websites that are linked with Google? It links up to your email and stuff like that, right? The
Every-
Google thing pops up, and it did exactly that. So when it did that, it said the password was wrong. I was like, there's something wrong, man. But things I don't remember my password. So I went back into Google, I changed my password, did what I had to do, blah blah blah. I did the whole thing, and then I retried it again, which I should never retried it again, right? At that point, right? So when I did it again, and I was like, okay, there's something not right here. It's doing it again. I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm not going. I'm not even going to collab with these people. There's something wrong with their website. I don't know. Whatever. There's something wrong. Then I said, I go and watch TV for a half hour. Then half hour, I start thinking in my head. I was like, no, are these people hackers? Is this really? I was like, nah, this can't be true. So first thing I do is half hour. I try to get onto my Gmail. I can't get into it. Passwords changed. Everything changed. I was like, oh my god. And once that happened, I go into my YouTube channel and it says the whole thing it don't exist. And right then and there, I knew that's what happened. Like, I'll be honest, I might have slept an hour, 2 hours that night because to me, I lost all the hard work on it, and there were certain videos on that YouTube channel that were very personal to me that I lost. You know,
Wow.
so this stuff, so I lost all that stuff. So once that happened, I was like, I was so pissed off the whole thing, and in my mind, I just had in my head, I have to, I still want to put videos out. I have to put videos out on YouTube. I'm going to start a new channel. Now at this point, I have to figure out a name for a channel and the whole thing. So I went to ChatGPT. I just started writing stuff in, what my channel's about, blah, 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 blah. I had all these channels names listed. I looked it up, started looking. Nah, yes, no, maybe. And I had my wife to give me something because it's always better to ask a second opinion, on cell phone. And she helped me pick out this thing. But in the end, I said I still may change it to the end where instead of Keith, Cruising with Keith, because I'm already branded under Cruising with Keith. So at least people know, oh, that's Cruising with Keith.
I do actually have a suggestion on that. If you're open to it,
Yeah.
Cruising Adventures with Keith would be the way to roll new adventures into your already branded channel. Cruising Adventures with Keith makes sense because now you can include some of these other adventures in with it and still be cruising with Keith.
Yeah. Okay. So it's basically. Well, I wasn't able to put in. So that's why I put the Adventures, because I wasn't able to put Cruising. I mean, I wasn't put Adventures with Cruising with Keith. That's why I had to add the TH in the beginning, because I wasn't able to get that channel.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I put the Adventures. I mean, I didn't see the channel existed, but maybe somebody had it at one point and they just deleted it or something happened.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's good that you check the uniqueness of a channel as well before starting a new one, because there could be many with the same name out there. So that's
yeah. Well, that's the one thing. Whenever I start a channel, I go into the YouTube platform and I start to write in the channel names, this and that, and I started looking like, because originally I was going to put. I think it was supposed to be Adventures of Keith or something. I had another channel name which I couldn't use because somebody else had it. Oh no, I was originally going to put the Everyday Adventures, right? I mean, it was originally going to be Everyday or something like that, and people had it because I wanted to find something where if people write it in, which is a popular thing for people to write in, it would pop up.
Yep.
Which is one of the things people say, your SEO, that you should try to make it, which to me, I've gotten so many emails, people with SEOs, I get confused. Now, that's the one thing you got to watch out for is that you'll get, anytime you get an email from someone that's from India, just delete it, get rid of it.
Kathy and Brian asked, did you have an email list of your subscribers when the channel situation happened?
I've never had an email list of my subscribers. No, I don't know. I've never seen an email list of it.
Ryan says, when Mel gets home, she will get you 2 more, Keith. She has her computer with her at the hospital seeing her dad. Well, first of all,
yeah,
prayers for Mel's dad, who is at the hospital. Definitely. And secondly, thank you.
Thank you. Hopefully everything goes well.
Kathy and Brian are asking, were you able to recover your email?
No. The good thing is I don't have any of my financial stuff under that email. So everything under Cruising with Keith had to do mostly with anybody who's trying to collaborate with me, anything with Cruising with Keith under there. I did have my LLC under there, but I went on to the LLC and I changed the company I get my LLC from. I changed that email right off the bat.
Good.
So I did that. So a lot of things I already changed emails of. I have hotel bookings, which I called up. It's funny. So I'm going to Foxwoods in a couple of weeks, and I know every time I log in, it's Cruising with Keith, but on their file, it's actually my main email. So I had called them up and explained to them what happened. They go, no, we don't have this email on our file. I was like, all right, we're good.
Good. Okay, now let me ask the burning question, which is, did you reach out to YouTube to try to resolve this?
So they don't have no phone number, no email. So and unless you are monetized, they have no customer support. So there was no way for me to reach out to them, and there's no way. So I was like, so what I did was, but I did do what you, anyone out there, if this ever happens to you, it doesn't have to be this. If you get hacked, everything, I literally, um, because I told you I tried to call, I did try to call up the FBI. So I did.
Mhm.
My wife's like, what do you think they're gonna do? I'm like, you know what? Let me just take the precautions. She's like, what? They're gonna send a whole SWAT team because of your channel, But no. So when you call up them, it's like calling up a business. They go, hello, this is the FBI. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, oh, are they outside my door now? Joking around,
Right.
but so basically, you actually have to go to the IC3. So it's the Crime Complaint Center. It's called the IC3, the IC3.gov. So anytime you ever get hacked, if you get hacked or something like that, you got to write out the whole report in there, and that's supposed to go to all the police agencies and everything. Now I've never been contacted since I did that.
Oof.
But you never know. I'm just covering my ass,
Yep.
because with my luck, next thing I know, they'll hack you. They'll try to frame something on you, and next thing I know, the cops are at your door, and you're like, "What did I do?" I believe if they could do that, they could do this.
Yeah. Yeah. They can absolutely. Your situation actually inspired me to delete all of the emails off of my YouTube channels because I have multiple channels to be concerned about, and it made me be a little more secure in the stuff that I'm putting out too, and how much advertising I'm putting out where, because yeah, once you open yourself up, then unfortunately it's to attacks as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gerald, just unbelievable that they can do this. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
I mean, it is true. It is really unbelievable that anyone can do that. It's like, and the thing is, it's not people doing it. It's that you don't know who did it. Okay, someone, you get into a fight or something in the street or something. You know who you fought with, right, or
Mhm.
something like that. I'm just using that as an example,
Sure.
right? Or someone's talking smack about you. You know who they are, and you can confront them. This, it's, I mean, even someone talking smack or saying something in the comments, at least you could maybe somewhat figure out who they are, or at least have a way to investigate, see who they are if you want to confront them. But with this, you can't even figure out who they are, and it's not like they might not even be from the United States. For they're from the middle of Africa, middle of Asia, or somewhere in the world. You just don't know.
Sure.
And it's
Yep.
more likely it's probably not one person. It's probably a whole team, and this is what they do to people. Because obviously, multiple channels have been deleted.
Yeah, and it's the same thing. It's click this link and we'll partner with you, or click this link and we'll provide more subscribers and more views, or click this link and whatever. Do not click links. But clicking links is very dangerous.
I mean, and the thing is, I've had those emails that said clicking, but none of them have a letterhead on the website. So in the email, there was a full letterhead
Mhm.
that showed the whole website. This, and I'm telling you, this it looks totally legit. I went onto the website. I was fine. Everything was legit until I did the one thing where they asked you to sign up for it.
Sign in. Yeah.
So now I know. Now I know. Next time is like, I'm not going to go to your website. Show me in my email what your product looks like, and that's it.
Yep.
You
And
know.
thank you for the share, Lee. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So I am slowly uploading. I don't have the cruise news videos, right? But I have vlogs which I'm going to be putting out there. Which I do have things from when I was on the Mardi Gras. I have vlogs from this year that because I'll actually show you guys. All my vlogs, everything I record goes onto this. This is to me one of the best things to get. So this is an external hard drive. I use it I put everything on it because obviously your computer is not going to be able to hold a lot of stuff. That's happening before. So that's why, and I also have this because I bring my laptop with me on the cruises. So say if you're on an 8-day cruise, every day I just upload my files all from my camera onto here, and boom, and then you don't have to worry about buying multiple SD cards and all that. Yes, should you have more than one? You should always have more than one, because if you're in the middle of filming, you need to have backup one just for that day.
Mm-hmm.
Because I use this.
Right.
Well, luckily, I use that, but I have all the tripods now I use. Where I have a gimbal, which I started using, which actually works really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good that you had your content backed up too. That was another concern that people had, is like, man, all of that work you did, but hey, that's been preserved.
Yeah.
So another thing that Keith was and this is aside from the interview, he was letting me know that now YouTube is kind of treating him like he's a bot, because now all of a sudden you're uploading stuff, boom, 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 boom. You're producing a lot of content, but not necessarily watching a lot of content, and as a result, YouTube's behaving a little funny. You want to let them know about that?
Yeah. So basically, after doing I did research on my situation. So I'll give you an example. So I just put out I put out like 2 shorts on multiple. I put my shorts on all my platforms, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these shorts, I'm telling you, it got thousands and thousands of views on all my other platforms, ranging from anywhere from 5,000 to 20,000 views, right? On Facebook, TikTok, and all that stuff. On YouTube, I'm lucky if I got 2, not 200. No, the number 2 views. So to me, because I did it under a new email, it's a new channel. They think that your account might be spam, so they want you to somehow prove that you're a real person. So from when I looked on YouTube, I did videos. They said you just have to go on your phone, make yourself look like a real person, watch the shorts and all that. But I'll be honest, I never really, on the other channels, I never really watch shorts. I watch all my stuff on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Mm-hmm. I'm not a person who goes on YouTube Shorts. I would produce them out there, but I never really watch YouTube Shorts really, because that's just not the platform I would use. But they think part of it. They think that, so I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. But maybe it'll take a couple of weeks, a month, whatever. Because the thing is, I want to. If I could get these shorts to actually them to say, okay, this is a real person, let's push it out there. I'm telling you, I would have at least over 100 subscribers already.
Yeah. The shorts definitely are supposed to draw new blood to your channel. That is for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. And upon a fresh refresh of Keith's channel, it looks like we got 28. So we have made it up to 28. Can we do a little more before the end of the show? Let me go ahead and drop this link again. That way they can have it. And if you're just joining us on the replay or the podcast, we are interviewing Keith, who had something bad happen.
Oh yeah, I mean it was bad, but it's an unfortunate situation. But you know what? Now I have to try to rebrand. Like now I'm rebranding it, so I'm obviously, as you see, I'm going to cruise with Keith's shirt in here. So I'm gonna have to change all that.
yeah, that's good. Losing a channel isn't just losing content; it's losing years of work. How did this affect you emotionally?
Oh, it took me. I was so pissed off, like to the point where like I was like, I couldn't sleep for a couple of days. Right, I was couldn't sleep. You're pissed. It's not the fact that this happened. It's the fact that you can't do nothing about it. Because I'm the type of person, whatever the situation is, I don't care. I take care of it on my own. I'm not the type of. It's just the way I grew up. So I'm not going to be the type of person. If something happens, I'm going to run to the police right away. I'm do that. That's just not me. I'm going to take care of it on my own. If something happens, You know, to me, if I have to run to police, it's the last resort. You know, that's just that's just how I was raised. That's how I am. This and that. And it's not like, okay, I don't want to run to them because I don't think they're good people or they're bad cops. It has nothing to do with them. You know, the, to me, they're there to protect you, and they're to me is your last line of defense. That's when you go to them. When you're helpless, you have nothing else, nowhere to turn. So I couldn't sleep because I couldn't really do nothing about it. And I was even more pissed off was I can't even contact YouTube, Google, Gmail. There's no way to contact anybody about the situation. So if people have their finances and people lost, say someone lost thousands of dollars because you could not get in touch with Google to at least at the minimum shut down the email. To me, I lost my child. It is what it is, but I wanted to be able to get in touch with them so that just shut down the whole email. You couldn't even do that.
Yep. I had a crazy thought, and it's not a part of my interview questions, but would you consider adding something to your workflow so you could potentially quickly become remonetized again? And that is uploading to Patreon. And
well, I've never done the Patreon, so I don't know what the Patreon is.
It works exactly like Facebook. It works exactly like YouTube. You can upload a video, a picture, a text, a link, anything. And only the people that hit join or become a member can view your content, can comment on your content, and can be a part of your, creative journey. So it's members only. It's exclusive to members only. And that's what makes it so cool. You know who your real people are because they have to hit join in order to see any of your free stuff or any of your paid stuff.
So it's like Facebook,
mm-hmm.
right? And Instagram and all that stuff.
It's just like YouTube. It's just, you can share anything to it, but you choose whether they can see it for free or whether or not they pay for it. And then whenever you set up your paid tiers, you can assign different content to different paid tiers.
Yeah.
Right. So you have way more creative control. And I was just going to offer that up as a, either temporary or permanent solution. I know that I permanently have moved all of the stuff that I really, really want to do as a creator personally to my Patreon. And so that if they want to know about what Jeremy's doing, it's over there. But the stuff that I do with, cruise channels and all that, it's still going to be available publicly. And that's not to say that some of my Patreon content won't make it out to YouTube.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm preferring now to be in that bubble over there, because that's who your real people are going to be to come and support you, is the ones that have hit that button and not just lurkers and people watching you try to slip up as a creator.
No, of course. And
so, you could do that, also join it. It's absolutely cool.
I'll definitely take a look at it.
Yep. And also you don't have to make a certain amount each month in order to withdraw. You can withdraw any amount once you start making money.
Well, that's the one thing with YouTube is that you have to make $100 to withdraw. I know Facebook it's $5.
Well,
that's the one thing. That's the one thing I thought that was not bad with Facebook.
Right.
Is $5, but
it's the same way on Patreon. You can withdraw any amount.
Yeah, so that's good.
Or if you have it on an automatic withdrawal, it's going to be on the 5th of every month. The 5th is Patreon payday, and that's what it is if you have it on an automatic. But as of right now, I can withdraw what is over there. So I just wanted to hip you up to that because I know that you're also used to producing monetized content, which I know you probably put a little extra effort into it because now people are actually getting value out of what you're doing. You're adding value to your videos because of it. So I wanted to let you know about that. Let's see. Joseph says, give it time. Just keep being
Josephine. That's my mother-in-law.
Oh, okay. Well, hello, mother-in-law.
Josephine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Josephine, my bad. Um, yeah, enjoy the process. Remember, the only great ones get picked by these losers. So, in my book, you made it. Bada bing.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, look, here we go. Danny D says, "Thank you, Gerald. I'm drinking Kool Aid, non alcoholic, in honor of Cheryl." That's right.
Definitely.
That'll work. Okay, so going back to the questions here, what did your friends, family, and I'm thinking about your missus. Okay, I'm thinking about her. It's like, what was she going through at the time? I don't know.
So when that happened, she wasn't home. She
Uh,
was out with her lady friends. So I
okay,
was home by myself, and I was like, I'll be honest, I could not sleep. My anxiety was through the roof. I
mhm,
mean, everything. I mean, it literally took me time. Like I literally got so like when I get so pissed off, my eyes will get watery. Like I feel like I'm about to cry, and I just want to like break something. You know,
mhm.
it was literally like that. But obviously, she helped calm me down. You know, not you know, there's nothing I could do. You know, there's literally nothing I could do about it.
Right.
Right. So she's just like, you know, she's always been my emotional, you know, my rock, everything. You know.
Wait, she says it's a new road, and she's laughing whenever you said lady friends. So yeah, well, okay. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Did anyone's reaction surprise you? Like whenever you started talking to people, like, oh man, I can't believe they reacted like that.
No, but I mean, the thing is, I mean, you know, I'm not going to get people. See. So the one thing I told my wife was I was like, maybe it's. I always look at, okay, you get hit in the face. This is what this. You got hit in the face. You got knocked down. You get
Mhm.
your ass back. Excuse my language, but you get your ass back up. You collect yourself, and then you move forward, right?
Right.
So it's going to take time to collect yourself. You might leave stay here, this, that, and me trying to figure out what kind of channel I want to do, what I'm going to do, the name and all that was a way for me just to forget about it. So it's a way for me just to move forward. Don't get me wrong. There was a part of me in the back of my head that said, "I quit. I'm done with this shit." Okay, don't get me wrong.
I was going to ask that, but
No, 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 no,
that was
no.
actually one of my questions.
No, no. There was a part of me in the back of my head, and I was like, I quit this and that. But you know what? If I quit, it lets them win.
Right.
So in my eyes, I'm going to shove it up to you and show you. You could knock me down a million times, and I'm always going to get back up. You know, that's just how I am. That's how I look at it. I mean, you know, and the thing is, in the end, I don't care about the money because it's not life changing money for me that I'm making off of these things. Okay, okay. I'll be honest. I could be a homeless man collecting cans outside and make more money. And the majority of these small creators, including myself,
It's
you're
about that.
talking about these all most of us, right? Don't count the people who are big, right? The small creators, right? Who don't get a lot of watch hours or that's that. The small creators, they might get like $100 to $120 every other month on YouTube. Who the ones that monetize? Okay,
That's true.
so you're not making a lot of money. The only good thing about that is the main thing is okay. No matter what channel you have, you should always have the LLC. Especially if someone like me, I do news channels. I'm going to criticize people. I
Mhm.
have to create the LLC to protect your personal assets because you're going to say something about someone, they might try to do something one day. That's the only reason why you get it, you know. And in the end, is you could have some tax write-offs, you know. So that's the main reason we get that. But like I said, part of me did want to fold everything down. And if you notice, like even on all my other platforms, when that happened, I didn't put up any videos for at least 2 or 3 days
Yeah.
because I was just like emotionally distressed, this, that. It took me, but then once I went through, once I did it, um, as I started putting up more and more videos, it because making videos, doing these videos, in a way, it relaxes you. It's an escape. Some people have their escape is to read a book. My escape is to put out these videos, do this because it's something that I enjoy as a hobby.
Hmm. And okay, so now we're talking rebranding. That's the section that we're on right now. what inspired the new name, The Everyday Adventures with Keith? I think you already answered this. Like you did a
Yeah.
little research and saw that it was
So
available. Pretty much.
so I was just, this will just even help people who want to even just to brand themselves. Figure out, I always say figure out what channel. They like to say figure out what your niche is, but my channel was all about cruising. And then I said I'm going to open up to all the opportunities because obviously I don't go on enough cruises to have a lot of videos all year long. Okay, like I maybe 2 to 3 cruises a year I could do because obviously I actually have a life. I work. I'm in construction. I work a lot of hours and all that. I do a lot of working, and sometimes I can be working overnights. Things can happen. I can be working Saturdays, Sundays. Obviously, because I was supposed to actually be here last week, but unfortunately I had to work. Right.
Yeah.
So in the end, what so the part with the rebranding thing is like you go on ChatGPT. ChatGPT, to me, is one of the best platforms out there when you're trying to do stuff, especially, for example, like this, right? You write down what you want your channel about. So I put down, okay, I do cruises, cruise news. I do the expos. What kind of expos do you do? I wrote down every type of expo I do. Do this, do that, all of that. And then I said, I need a channel name for this. And it gave me like 50 different channel names.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll be like, okay, I want to have a channel name that has my name in it. Okay, put your name, and then they're going to give you a whole nother section.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, ChatGPT is very, very helpful on a lot of things. Was to make your channel name, to make a thumbnail. It'll help you a lot with a lot of stuff and all that stuff. And so you want to make a thumbnail, you want to put yourself in it, you know how to do it. Take a photo of yourself and then say, okay, put this guy as an overlay on a photo, but the video is about whatever. The video is about someone falling off a cruise ship. Give him a reaction of surprise. They will do all that for you.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
If you see, look at all my thumbnails I have. I got me in a pirate suit. You think I have a pirate suit sitting in my house?
Nope.
Okay. The only thing I have is this. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes they will make these pictures, and you'll look at it, you're like, that's not me. Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
That part. I rarely use my face in the AI stratosphere right now because I'm using AI to create differently these days.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's quicker, but it actually makes it better.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't nothing that says that you can't create AI thumbnails.
Right.
They want you to say, they want you to click the box if you create AI generated videos, but it don't say anything about clicking the box for thumbnails. Because if you look at it, everybody's creating AI thumbnails.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. Let's see. Okay, so how did your audience respond to the new channel?
So obviously, one of my big followers is Muncie, right? So I actually have his phone number. So I spoke to him the minute it happened to me. I told him what happened, blah, 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 this and that. So, I mean, so far, I haven't had too many people from my past lives, but obviously, I do put it out there on my social medias. But it's going to take some time,
Yeah.
But slowly, I mean, the thing that's too bad, I did have some people who used to follow me, but now now because I put this new one out, I think I'm starting to get followers that were not on my old channel, so that's a plus.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see.
And I remember, so the people I spoke to Muncie about what happened, and then for advice, I spoke to Scott, the mustard,
Sure.
Which I'm supposed to see him in September, because September I'm going to the RV Expo in Hershey, and he lives over there.
Yeah. I think he had mentioned that before. Did starting over give you any creative freedom that you didn't have before?
Creative freedom. I mean, starting up. I mean, the thing that I looked at. Okay, the thing I looked about starting over. I say sometimes it's a sign. You start over. You start fresh. Now I'm going into Stono where I know what I could do. I know what I have to do. Not like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? So like now I know my beginning videos are not gonna. My first 100 videos should not suck. Okay,
Yeah,
where
I
you
agree.
know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, my first video I made, I was on the rocket chair, and I remember those are videos like that. I wish I could still have
Mhm.
it, and I could tell I had no character in it, right? So a lot of times when I do my news videos, you need to have a little character in your videos, depending on the video you do. Live stream is a little different. Live stream you can just beat yourself, right?
Sure.
But when you're making a little bit of videos, and I'm not talking about vlog videos, right? I'm just talking about like doing like cruise news videos because I'm gonna criticize cruise lines when they do good or bad, or people in general do good or bad. I'm gonna criticize them all. You know, I do it all the time. And if they do good, I'm not gonna criticize them. You know,
Yeah.
if the cruise line doesn't get criticized for something, that means they did a good job. It's the bottom line. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, and let me see. Okay. Let's talk about security now. What steps have you taken since then to secure your accounts? You mentioned a little bit a while ago, but
So
that's
so
up
so
and
I so I added the Google Authenticator app onto my phone, right?
Mhm.
So that's one of the things I did because you know I never did that before, and I never to me it was like oh whatever. I never really paid attention to it. This time I was like, okay, let me make sure I do that on my new one, you know, which is one thing that. Another thing is I changed my password to like double the size of what the password is, you know, which I wrote down on paper in
Sure.
my house somewhere because that's not something I'm going to remember in a week, you know. So I changed stuff like that, you know. I definitely did change stuff and all that. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously, I have not made the video on based off everything that happened, which eventually I do plan on making it. I just want to get the process going. And plus, I have so many other videos to work on, which I'm in the middle of. You know,
Yep.
even though I have a lot of these videos already created, I still have to recreate thumbnails, recreate
Mhm.
and then have to write everything out. So you know, like I have a whole, obviously, I have a bunch of videos which I still have because now I do cruises, so I still have to put up cruise videos. But
Yep.
I'm not going. I'm probably not going on a cruise until the beginning of next year. You know.
Okay. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Okay, so I think we got all of the questions answered. I know that the live stream has been asking questions, and now we wanted to definitely thank you for coming in. I want to do this again later
Definitely, definitely.
after some more people come over and check out your channel. But I want everybody in here in the creator cabin to do what I ask everybody to do, which is be a kind human and share Keith out. Share him out. If you are a content creator, which I know that 99.9% of you are in the chat, please share this show from his channel on your community tab. If you could do me that favor, I would be very much appreciated. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you for coming in. Thank you,
Thank
Joe.
you for inviting me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joanne, for letting us borrow Keith for an hour at least. And as always, I I am here to remind you guys that everybody is humankind. I ask that today you choose to be a kind human. See you guys later.